This is Jayant Mahajan, Assistant Professor, ITM Dehradun. Today I am going to discuss about a topic which is meaning of international business and its importance and scope. These topics are covered under the subject international business. So let's start. First of all, what is international business? Suppose there is a company which is working and operating domestically. It means that company is only selling its products in a single country. For example, there is a domestic company in India. So that company is only selling within India. So if that company thinks of selling its products to other countries as well, then that would be known as international business or globalization. Now it will be beneficial for the company because first the revenue was coming only from Indian customers, but now after going global, the company will get revenue from foreign customers as well. So it would be beneficial for both the company and for the foreign customers as well. So this is the meaning of international business. Second thing is, there are two factors on which international business is dependent. The first factor is there should be a free flow of trade. Every country should be allowed to export to every other country. That is known as free flow. And the second thing is there must be some kind of technology upgradation in transportation and communication, because that will assist in trading and in exporting and in importing also. So these are the two factors on which international business is dependent. So first, every country should have free flow so that every country can trade with any other country in the world. And the second thing is there should be some technology upgradation in communication and in transportation. Then what is the importance of international business? First of all, the company which is exporting to any other country, so that company will get foreign exchange in return. Suppose an Indian exporter company is exporting to US. So in return for that, the Indian company will get dollars from the US. So more foreign currency will come into India, and that will strengthen our own currency, which is rupee. The second importance is to spread business risks. A company which is operating in India and three other countries also. So if that company gets some loss in one country, then it will also get benefit from three other countries. So the risk is spread. If a company is working in four different countries, and if that company gets a loss from one country and profit from the other three countries, then it means the loss to the company is compensated. So this is a benefit for the company for going global. Third importance is a company can get benefit from the government of that particular country. For example, Indian government has opened up several SEZ. It means special economic zones. So if you open your production plant in an SEZ, then you will get tax benefit from the government. So in this way, the Indian government is attracting foreign companies to come to India and establish their business over here. Now, the fourth importance is expand and diversify. Obviously, a company which is in one particular product line only, it can diversify into another line as well if it is going global. Now then, increase competitive capacity. It is obvious that if a foreign company comes in India, then it will have to give high quality with low cost to Indian customers, because Indian customers who are purchasing the local company's product, they will not switch to foreign company's product. So the foreign company has to do something so that they can attract Indian customers. So the foreign country has to improve its product in terms of quality. Also the foreign company has to decrease the price of the product. Only then they will be able to compete in the Indian market. So it will increase its competitive edge also. So it would be beneficial for both the foreign company and for Indian companies as well. Now, what is the scope of international business? What are the areas where international business can be applied? There could be several scope. Nowadays, globalization is the highest thing discussed in a business enterprise. Every business enterprise wants to go global. They do not want to remain only domestic. They want to sell their product to other foreign customers as well. Every company wants to get revenue from foreign countries as well. So the first scope is foreign investments. So foreign investments are of two types. First, FDI and FII. FDI means foreign direct investment and FII means foreign institutional investment. So a foreign company can take FDI in an Indian company according to the permission given by the government. So a government says that there is 75% FDI in the insurance sector, then it means that any insurance company in the US can come in India and can collaborate with an insurance company of India, and the maximum number of shares it can hold is 75%. So this is known as FDI. Because of this investment, the foreign company will also provide management support to the Indian company. This is something which is known as FDI. Now we will come to FII. Foreign institutional investors are those investors who are making investment in the shares of Indian companies. For example, Infosys is an Indian company. Its shares are purchased by Indian customers or Indian investors. At the same time, its shares can also be purchased by foreign investors. So in these two ways, FDI and FII, foreign companies or foreign investors can invest their money in Indian market or in Indian companies. The second scope is exports and imports of merchandise. Merchandise means any tangible good which can be used for trade. So if we are delivering our Indian product to any other country, then it is known as export of merchandise. And if we are getting some goods from any other country, then it means import of merchandise. So this is a basic thing in globalization or in international business, that Indian company can export to other countries and other countries can also export to India. Now licensing and franchising is another scope, we can say, of international business. It can also be called a mode or a way to do international business. Now what is licensing and what is franchising? There is a slight difference between these two. We will start with the example. Suppose KFC is a foreign brand. Now KFC has given its franchisee to an Indian company. So that Indian company has purchased the name of KFC by giving them some fees. And then that Indian company will open a KFC outlet in India, and the profit the company gains from KFC will be divided between the Indian company and the foreign company. So this is the thing, that if a foreign business which is established worldwide, it can give its name to any other company of any other country, and the other company of the other country can use that name to do some kind of business, and that business will gain profit. The profit will be divided between the two parties. Now licensing. Licensing means to give license to another company to manufacture and trade the goods of a particular company. For example, Pepsi is a foreign company. It is registered in the US. Now Pepsi has given a license to an Indian company for 2 years to manufacture and trade its product. Now, due to this license, that Indian company can manufacture and trade bottles of Pepsi in India for a period of 2 years. After the period of 2 years, the license can be renewed or it can be expired. So, in this way, a license is given to another company of another country, and that another company will manufacture and trade, and the profited gains from those activities from that business will be divided between the Indian company and the foreign company. So this is the difference between franchising and licensing. Now, if there is a limitation of the domestic market, then it can also encourage domestic firms or domestic companies of India to go global. It means the company started as a domestic firm or a domestic company. Now that domestic company was selling its products only in India to only Indian consumers. But that revenue which the company is getting from India is not enough for the company to expand or to diversify. So in that case, that Indian company can think of going global. That Indian company can think of going to other countries as well, so that that company can get revenue from the consumers of other countries as well. So in this way, the domestic company is converted into multinational firm or a multinational company which is operating in several countries. So a multinational company which is operating in several countries, it has different kind of marketing strategy for each country. For example, Coca-Cola is a foreign company which is a multinational company. It is operating in many countries of the world. Now the marketing strategy of Coca-Cola would be different for India, would be different for Australia, would be different for US. So the marketing strategy of Coca-Cola will differ for Indian consumers according to their needs and requirements, and Coca-Cola will create a different marketing strategy for the consumers of Australia because their needs and requirements are different. In the same way, Coca-Cola will create a marketing strategy for the consumers of US separately because they are also different from us. They have different needs and requirements. So that is why the marketing strategy of the multinational company will be different for every country, because in every country there are consumers, but those consumers could be different. The consumers of US and the consumers of India can be different in many ways. In terms of income, in terms of lifestyle, they are different. So a company which is going global, which is acting like a multinational company, it has to create separate business for each country or each region. So in this way, they can go global, and this would be beneficial for the domestic company. Thank you.